Effects on Indian history. Geographical material of any country like climate, minerals, rivers, mountains, ranges, and different types of land mass are geographical study material of that country. People living in any particular areas are affected by its geographical surroundings and foundations of its political, social, economical and spiritual development is influenced by its geography. Philosophical and scientific descriptions of different human aspects is subject matter of history. Ancient India, which included areas of modern Pakistan, Bangladesh, Burma, etc., was known as subcontinent. Himalayan ranges are there at north border of this ancient and which separates it from other West Asian nations. Khyber and Bolan Pass are among many passes which are situated in these ranges. These passes are so special as these were used by Indians to promote their culture and civilization. And these only were used by foreign invaders to attach India. Eastern mountain ranges of Himalaya have separated India from nations like China, Malaya, etc. India is surrounded by sea from three sides. Physical division of India. India is complete unit from geographical perspective. It has different climate, minerals, land mass available. At one place we have highest mountain peaks and huge plateau land. On the other, at one side we see huge fertile land made by soil brought from rivers, and on the other hand large deserts. All these areas have affected lives of Indians. Following is effect of such physical diversity along with physical division of India. We can divide it, physical India, in four parts. Himalayan ranges, huge north plains, south plateau, south plains. If we talk about Himalayan ranges, in the north of India, there are Himalayas whose different ranges are spread from east to west. From Assam to Kashmir, these ranges are 1500 miles long and 150 to 200 feet wide. Himalaya separates Tibet from India. It has high peaks, of which Mount Everest or Gauri Shankar peak is the highest in the world, with around height of more than 29,000 feet. And many passes in western part of Himalaya which have affected India very much, like Khyber, Bolan, Kurram, etc. Hindu Kush mountains are western boundary. Other branches of west and Safed Coast, Suleiman and Kirtar, etc. There are states of Afghanistan and Balochistan towards its west, were part of ancient Indian Empire. After the division of 1947, these ranges have become part of Pakistan. In east, its ranges separate us from Burma. Effect of Himalayas. Foreign species attack from west. In the northwest high ranges of Himalayas, there exist many passes like Khyber, Bolan, Kurram, Gomal, Tochi, etc. from where many invaders like Yavan, Hun, Shaka, Turk, Mughal, etc. invaded India. At times these forces got defeated and at times they disturbed India peace. These species left their influence on Indian culture. India has always been cautious towards the northwest border, and whenever central government was weaker, invaders damaged northern India peace by attacking. Security of India. It has always worked as guard to its northern border for India. Eastern and western ranges of Himalayas are low, but Himalaya is unbreakable towards its north. To go towards China and Tibet, its passes are very narrow and always filled with snow. Hence, till modern times, northern border of India is safe. In 1962 Chinese invasion, it has made us cautious to take care of northern border as well. Regions like Nepal, Bhutan, Sikkim, etc. in the lap of Himalaya are flourishing as ever before and are influenced by Indian civilization. Protection from cold waves. Himalaya not only has proved to be a border guard, rather has stopped all cold winds from entering India. Also, we would be having a very cold climate. Contribution in Indian prosperity. Not even this Himalayas stop wind carrying water and thus makes us have rain in our plains. Many rivers emanating from its high peaks make our lands fertile. These rivers not only irrigate our land, but soil brought by them makes our land more fertile. That's why this region is known for its prosperity. Separate Indian culture. Himalaya has made India separate and individual from rest of Asia, which resulted India in having a specific Indian culture different from the rest. Even today, India is famous for its incomparable culture, is famous in entire world. Increased development in spiritual, peaceful and speculative values of Himalayas has always inspired Indians to meditate and ponder over serious questions like life and death. Hermits of India have meditated in its caverns for spiritual topics and found a way to happiness. Indian culture based on India spirituality is incomparable and better than any other culture of the world. India is indebted to Himalayas for such great culture. Contact from Western world. If the passes in its northwestern parts gave invaders opportunity to attack India, on the other hand, it gave Indians chance to have contacts with Central and Western Asian countries. Maximum promotion of Indian culture happened through this path only, and even today, regions at its western passes are indebted to Indian culture. Not even this India trade relations also developed with western regions with these passes. Huge North Plains. This huge plain spread between south of Himalaya till middle of Vindhyachal is almost 2000 miles long from Arabic Sea to Bay of Bengal and 150 to 100 times wide. Its region is mainly area of Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra and its subsidiary rivers. Indus Plain to the west of Ganga Plain is plains of Indus River, but these areas is separated by an area which is made up of mixing of two areas, Aravalli at south and Shivalik at north. Delhi is situated between these two plains. Kurukshetra, Thaneshwar, Panipat, etc. Ancient towns are famous from all times, only situated in the Indus Plains. There are huge plains spread the Khyber Pass in west, and due to no natural hindrances, invaders have attacked, captured this area and invaded Delhi. Ganges Plain, Ganga Plain are situated right in the south of Himalaya. This is the middle part of North India. This is also called Aryavrat, and Arya kings laid foundation of a strong empire here, and Arya culture developed here. Subsidiary of Ganga and Yamuna have made this area very fertile. Hence, this is one of the most populous area of India. People here are prosperous. Plains of Brahmaputra, to east of plains of Ganga, there is plains of Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra is actually mountainous river, hence valley of Brahmaputra is different from that of Ganga and Indus. This area is not very fertile and most part is rocky. Rains are more and hence it is less prosperous. Effect of Indo-Gangetic plains. These huge plains had a far-reaching impact on Indian history. We can express like fertile land. This huge North Plains is made up of soil brought by many big rivers and its tributaries. In fact, there is a web of rivers in this area. Due to fertile land of this region, agriculture is main occupation of people here. It is considered as the most prosperous region. Center of Indian civilization. It has been the center of Indian culture and civilization. Many civilizations were born at bank of these rivers, and their impressions not only influenced India but the whole world. Delhi, Varanasi, Lucknow, Mathura, Patna, etc. towns are famous for their specialities. Universities like Takshila, Sarnath, Nalanda, etc. were established here. Attraction of foreign invaders. Due to its prosperity only, it became famous by Golden Bird name. Its prosperity forced many foreigners to attack India. Hence, people of this place have been forced to have a struggleful life always. Establishment of many empires. Actually, Indian history is the result of upheavals in northern India, as its political events have impacted entire Indian history. This region saw the establishment of many powerful kingdoms. Some of them are Maurya, Gupta, Khilji and Mughal Empire, etc. Capital of these empires were in these plains only. birthplace of revered personality. This region has the credit of giving birth of many great personalities. Many great personalities like Buddha, Rama, Krishna, Nanak, Paramhans were born in this region only. This country became immortal by their births. Plateau of South. The south of huge northern plains is Vindhyachal mountain. Triangle area ranging from ranges of this Vindhyachal and Satpura to Kanyakumari in south is called South Plateau. Vindhyachal mountain divided northern plains and South Plateau into parts. This plateau is a slant from west to east. Major rivers of this area are Narmada, Tapti, Godavari, Krishna, Mahanadi and Kaveri, etc. Due to being Vindhyachal in between, robust relations between north and south could not be established. It had benefits and losses both. At one side, foreign invaders could not cross Vindhyachal and remained confined to Aryavrat area. Hence, south was protected from those invaders, but there could not be relations between north and south, and it took time to have uniformity being established among north and south. Effects of Deccan Plateau. Separation from north due to Vindhyachal in middle. Influence of north could not reach south due to being different conditions and issues. Both areas developed different cultures. Specific culture of north took time to reach south. Even Muslims, invaders took time to reach south. Hence, south largely remained untouched with effect of Muslim civilization. Language and art of south is different from north and they are able to maintain their exclusivity still now. Independent and war-loving castes, south people are accustomed to hard life and spirituality as they have to put in hard work for their subsistence. This is the reason people here are war-loving and don't get afraid in trouble. Their independence sentiments kept intact due to being free of north contact. And whenever anyone from north tried to attack, they fought and maintained their independence. Though Aurangzeb was successful, but he had to pay for this. Guerrilla warfare. This region is rocky and surrounded by mountains and forests. India, and it is tough to have war in open ground. Hence, warriors have adopted guerrilla warfare. They proved they very useful for them. Huge North Indian armies were afraid of this warfare. Marathas excelled in this art and were able to terrorize Mughal with this. Their love for war and independence helped in this establishment a large Maratha empire. Establishment of powerful regimes. There have been many powerful regimes established in south. Sometimes it was Kalinga, Chola, Chalukya, Pallava, and sometimes it was Vijayanagar Empire. At one point of time, Bahmani rule was considered to be most powerful of south empires. Maratha not only confined to south but also attacked North army in north many times and established huge empire. Quality work of art. South was more peaceful than north. Invaders who attacked north could not come to south, and hence southern states progressed a lot in art and literature field. Even today we find many such examples of art, architecture and literature. Plains of south. There are long and narrow plains along coastal lines in the east and west of southern plateau, separated by ranges of eastern and western ghats from plateau of south. These plains are fertile and equiclimate and hence densely populated. Due to sea, people here are brave and hard worker. Effect of Deccan Plains. Fertile land. These lands are fertile and being close to sea, they have humid climate. Rain is also sufficient due to being coastal area. Options of occupations are plenty. Hence this is a populous area and people here are prosperous. Efficient sailors. Due to living near to sea, people here expert in sailing and thus they establish trade relations with many countries via water route. Since ancient times only India has been having trade with eastern and western nations. Spread of Indian culture. Indians not only did trade with other nations, rather promoted Indian culture among them also. Many countries of east like Java, Sumatra, Malaya, China have influence of Indian culture even now. Protection from foreign invaders. In this coastal line, threat of foreign invaders was almost negligible before the arrival of Western forces. Hence, development of Indian culture kept growing here. Effects of division in many regions. India has been divided into many geographical units due to being a huge landmass. These geographical regions are different from each other. These physical different regions have helped in the political and social diversity of our country. Different areas had different political leadership, and India seems to be divided politically, but Indian boundaries are increasing and each political unit has tried to augment our culture development. Hence, there were no opposite effects of these different units in life. Neither India nor in the hearts of its citizens, even if they belong to different areas, Indian unity has always been intact, and Indian culture has grown in entire geographical area. Cultural unity for a huge nation like India, which is divided into many physical units, having cultural unity is a special quality. Public here is spiritual. Our quality is to have religious liberty to all belief of some Sanatan principles and making humans a real human away from animal tendencies. This quality is found across India. Naturally, India is a unified landmass. Its cultural unity has always affected its history. Special effects of natural boundaries. Each natural unit of India has affected its region and Indian history. For example, desert of Rajasthan separates plains of Ganga and Indus. Due to this desert, foreign invaders could not go to other plains and proceeded to north always. Thus, importance of Delhi always remains. Punjab, due to its geographical location, has always worked as its guard and sentry. Southern part were untouched by invaders. Marathas, due to their geographical strength, made special marks for them in the history. Spiritual development. Due to basic needs of life being fulfilled easily, Indians could try to develop spiritually. They considered material world inferior and tried to attain the Guru. Many people tried to grow spirituality living in valley of Himalayas. This spiritual point of view influenced Indian history were much. Indian polity was based on spiritual values and hence proved to be a welfare oriented. Protest of imperialism. Indians have been against imperialism apart from being spiritual. Indian emperors have been content with Indian boundaries, though many Indian established colonies in different parts of the world. Yet they never thought of having empires abroad. They wanted to win heart and brain and not body. Hence, Indians had cultural win and established cultural empire, and India became famous with Jagat Guru. Special development of physical space at one place where geographical conditions favored spiritual development. It gave ample opportunities in the area of physical gain. On the other, India had such huge growth in agriculture, art, industrial production and scientific discoveries that people became prosperous and India was known as bird of gold. Many invaders attacked India due to this factor. Separate from the rest of the world due to opposition against imperialism and content of Indian emperors with Indian boundaries, India remained secularly from the rest of the world. Natural boundaries of us force Indians to remain within our boundary, and hence India remained ignorant about the changes of rest of the world. It had many adverse effects. It remained secluded of outside development, and when invaders attacked, it found itself weaker and inferior that times.